What's up? It's your boy Carceno here, and let's get into it. Um, yeah, this is it. Hit the like button, good people. Subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. Let everybody know that this is where you want to be when you subscribe. Hopefully, you all have received your notifications. If not, hit the send feedback button on your YouTube and let them know that you're not receiving your notifications for this channel. Make sure you take the URL to the channel and submit it into your message that you send them, and they should fix it. But make sure that you click to receive all notifications, and when you do that, super cool. Now, let's get into this. So, an unnamed source claims that he saw LeBron James' actions when someone presented to him the information about Chael Sonnen's claim that LeBron James was taking EPOs, which is a performance enhancement drug. And he claimed that he and LeBron had the same guy. Chael Sonnen has been basically accused and was actually tested positive for performance enhancing drugs before in the past in his MMA career. He's fought in the UFC for many championships before going to fight in other pay-per-view events on other MMA platforms. Now, Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith, right along with Skip Bayless, but these have been two major LeBron supporters, have not even uttered a word, not one word, about this accusation that was made by Chael Sonnen, who never said alleged at all. He stated it as fact that they did have the same guy. Now, LeBron is no stranger to this because he was also accused by many people and by someone who claimed to have worked at the biogenics lab as an assistant when she claimed out LJ was the initials, and a guy named Mr. Paul came to pick up said package. And when all of these things were brought to the light, Alex Rodriguez, Ryan Braun, and many other players had decided to, come forth and admit that, yeah, they were, taking some performance enhancing drugs. They were suspended, they paid fines, and a number of other players were not so fortunate. Now, for some reason, Jameer Nelson was another person she said she recognized coming into the facility and actually purchasing his items in cash. And this was when LeBron played for the Miami Heat, where these accusations being made about him actually being who LJ initials was for, that Mr. Paul picked up. Now, we fast forward to the now. LeBron is 38 years of age and doing things that others claim a 38 is not supposed to do. Now, many are surprised that LeBron comments about like everything. You can't think of anything LeBron don't comment on. So So it's very unusual when LeBron James actually just is bland. There's like nothing there. It's like, wow, that's very shocking and surprising. This guy comments when a cat gets stuck in a tree. He lately posted about and actually was speaking on the fact that he had a dream about Michael Jordan and talking with him, but he wouldn't address this. Forget making the guy famous. This guy's already got a platform. He's into podcasting. You're not gonna make or break Chael Sonnen at this point. Everybody knows what he is, who he is. And look, this person has said some things that have been grossly inaccurate before. So maybe he's wrong about LeBron James, right? But to act as if he said nothing is not the type of defense I think that you would want to have in this situation. I think that this needs to be addressed sternly by LeBron for anybody who might have had any suspicions about him. A silent type of reaction is not where you would want to go in this situation. I think that is a weak way to respond, is to, include your silence, especially now. This is when I think you need to be the most vocalist, because this is something real. Speak on something real. Let these people who support you know that you're not out here doing this. And why isn't this getting the platform? So you mean to tell me Ja Morant in a strip club, videotaped in the back getting a lap dance, can be on Undisputed as sports, and it could be on First Take as sports, but another professional athlete, former professional athlete who played in MMA, who says he has the same guy as LeBron, and he's on video saying it, you don't have to go and investigate it. He actually said it out of his own mouth. You could have interviewed this man and asked him, how does he know? He says he has the same guy. And LeBron James says nothing. Shannon Sharpe says nothing. Stephen A. Smith says nothing. If this was anyone else, would they have gotten that treatment? If it was Kevin Durant, Ja Morant, or Kyrie Irving, and Chael Sonnen sat there and said, me and those guys have the same guy, do you think they don't lead with that story on their show? Stephen A. He wouldn't be able to get the words out of his mouth. Shannon Sharpe, Skip. Oh, I'm surprised, Skip. I never saw this scum, Skip. I didn't. I gotta admit, I'm at a loss for words. Yep. Man, I'll tell you, I'm like a blind man in disco. I just can't find out what's going on. It is a very weird situation. It's very weird that these people choose to omit what they think is newsworthy, and they control what you want to hear. The fact that they're not covering this lets you know not to listen to them. Because you can't sit there and tell me that's not news. That's big news. And if they're not covering it, it's because somebody else with power called and said, you better not talk about that. They're like, who is this? The boss. And when you have a conflict of interest, so now you start to think about, well, what about John Morant? Now it looks like, yeah, so y'all do kind of have an agenda that's going on here. Things are looking a little weird under the light, under the surface. You see, when you flash a light on certain things that people don't want the light flashed on, you start to see the cracks in the ceiling. And that's where we are right now. We're in cracks in the ceiling mode. So, yeah, I mean, I was at a point where I thought people got it. People want to hear the truth. You got people out here still saying, so what? What that mean? I said, wow, people will do anything to stick up for their favorite player, or they have no moral standards, code of ethics, nothing. I mean, not saying LeBron would do it, but I mean, if they caught LeBron James in their house robbing their mama, they're gonna be, mama, what you do to LeBron? LeBron said, give him that necklace. Give that's Bron. Give him the necklace. I'm sorry, Bron. What my mama do? She ain't cooperate. Mom, why you ain't cooperating with Bron? He want the ring too. Like they have just a deniability, and this is how politics work. That's how they know they can get over on you, by just giving you things. And they know if they brainwash you to believe it, you will fight for the death over it. Because people hate to be wrong. They hate the idea that they supported the wrong thing. They hate the idea that, wait a minute, I'm not the good guy here. I'm on the wrong side. Is that where I'm at? The wrong side? I can't be on the wrong side. I don't want to be that. So when you feel like you're on the wrong side, chances are you just might be. So now, that's where we are, people. Now you got to start to ask yourself some questions. Is this what you want? Is this the kind of league you want? If they're going to cover this up, what else they covering up? How could you trust the league if they're going to allow this to happen? You can't. You can't trust this league. How could you? What have they given you of honesty? They give you propaganda media to cover nothing but one team, the Los Angeles Lakers. They give you nothing of what you would think would be fair. analysis of any type of events that they have. I understand doing something solid to promote the goodness of the sport, but they don't promote the goodness of the sport. All they do is tear down players that the league don't like, or the league feels like they're in our way, or they're too independent. We need to have them put in place. Let's let the networks go ahead and have a piece of them. LeBron's a hoe. Next thing you know, I've been following him for I've been knowing his family. Yeah, I know his family. I know his daddy. I know his mother. Listen, it's like this. Don't ever go against the hand that feeds you. If that player LeBron says he needs you to do this, you need to do that. And the company says, this is what and they say, this is what we paying you. And I'm gonna be like, okay. If they want to pay me that kind of money, I'm gonna take that kind of money. I mean, what kind of fool would I be? If I wouldn't take a deal like that. These kids get 30, 40, $50 million a year. I mean, come on. How hard could it be to just show up to work? And they make the story out to be something that it isn't. Shannon Sharp still goes around, because he wears a suit and tie and a shirt, that's too tight for him. He feels, he's educated, or he knows the best thing for you. Skip, I know something about the subject, Skip. Yep. See, when I was in Savannah, yep, we used to have this teacher named Dr. Ehrenstein, and I would say, Dr. Ehrenstein, just tell me what you want me to do, Dr. Ehrenstein. Just don't, yell at me and all that stuff. And he said, boy, let me tell you something. The world ain't gonna treat you the way you think they ought to treat you, but you always demand respect. So I always demanded respect, Skip. Now, what were we talking about again, Skip? Oh, it wasn't about me. Oh, okay. We were talking about, what were we talking about again, Skip? So that's how the subject would always go. No matter what the story is, Shannon Sharp will make it about Shannon Sharp. No matter what the story is, Stephen A. Smith is going to just have fun and make a spectacle of it. And it's both going to come basically to the conclusion that listen to the boss. The boss is never wrong because he cuts the check. That mentality. So if you have someone with those type of thoughts, that type of mentality in place, they already don't see you how you think you should be viewed. So if I'm Kevin Durant, of course I don't like him. If I'm any of these players, why would you like him? Because he's not there for you. So to me, it's a no-brainer. To other people, they might need something to figure it out. But as to me, it's really simple. He's not there for me, so why should I listen? Bottom line. I want to tell everybody thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you so much for supporting the Patreon. The Killing of Michael Jackson Part 5 is already uploaded. We're waiting for them to approve it and to make sure there's no copyrights and all that stuff. So once they do that, then they'll air it out, but it's already been submitted. I want to say thank y'all, man, for all the bottom of my heart. Appreciate everything y'all do. Shouts out to Ed Kwame Brown Bus Life. I want to say shouts out to Ticket TV. Shouts out to Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez's channel. Welcome to HD with the Two Eyes TV, Armando Black TV, and Dreamers Pro. Shouts out to Dreamers Pro for holding it down. And I want to say thank you for everything, man. You guys are just tremendous. All the people that's been rocking with me and supporting me, and keep coming back. We definitely appreciate it. The The Cash App is Carceno if you want to support the page. And that's about it, man. I'm gonna go ahead, get something to eat, get some rest. You're the best. That rhyme, baby.